Hey, we're Sudi, and you're watching Pictureonthefridge.
Alright guys, so how you doing? How's the tour so far?
Really well, yeah, good, thanks.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah? So, any stories worth telling so far?
We had a fight last night.
Yeah?
There was a fight last night.
Really?
Only between us. We don't fight anyone else.
No? Although you're English?
Sorry?
Although you're English? I mean,
very
it's kind of in your nature, isn't it?
very
I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the classic English thing and got really drunk and then all had a big fight with each other.
Not anyone else.
I got, with each other. I got thrown on the floor.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got to that point on the tour now that everyone fucking hates each other.
You've got to get it all out.
Shut up.
So it's a good tour so far?
Yeah, really good.
Alright.
So yeah, about 1 month ago you released your new album. How does it feel so far?
It feels like it's evolving still, I think.
Yeah.
The live show's still changing every night and getting better. And the album's still being picked up places. It's sending ripples, I guess, like an earthquake, a tsunami.
Yeah. What do you mean, like sending an earthquake?
Sending ripples
Yeah.
in the water all around the world.
Yeah?
The album is
Where do you think it's going, like the album?
next, don't know, wherever we take it.
Tonight it's going to Vienna. Tomorrow it's going to Milan.
What do you expect from Vienna?
Vienna? Fuck knows.
We played here before, I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean it's not your first show in
Yeah.
Austria.
Yeah, we have seen you played in B72. I think.
Yeah, was that it? 'Cause we thought it was
yeah.
the same place.
No, it's not the same.
We always think it's the same place.
Yeah.
It's under the train.
It looks pretty
Yeah.
similar.
Is it near?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's like how much, like
Yeah, I think-
5 houses or whatever.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure what to expect. I really don't know what to expect, actually. I can't remember last time, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I can.
It was.
I remember I had a really bad hangover.
I remember it was good. Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we were there.
Oh, great. Cheers.
So your new album, it's a really like trippy album. Who or what do you say will inspired you for the album, or like in the process of writing it, or do you even say something or someone inspired you?
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of stuff that inspired us. Tons of stuff. There's a big list, but I think the main things is just the want to make a great album and make something that really means something and that will last and people can connect to and believe in. It's all about belief, I think.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I've heard a funny story, but did drugs play a big role in your new album?
What did?
Drugs?
Did
We were sober the whole time, actually.
Really?
It's quite funny because a lot of people have said that, but we didn't.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
drugs
because
in
it
the
sounds so
studio.
trippy.
I mean, it
Yeah,
does sound trippy, and it does kind of like.
I think
get
definitely
the feeling.
they definitely had a part in they have a part in our lives. So leading up to it, then maybe. But we were sober the whole time. I can't imagine making it. Well, I can't. I don't think I'd be able to make an album if I was on drugs. But like, there's a song on there about the first time I took acid. There's a song. I don't know. There's like various references here and there to experiences, but not necessarily just drugs. Just
made sober.
yeah.
We weren't even really drinking that much when we were recording it, like apart from the occasional big night out.
Me and Zach was.
Yeah.
The first album, we smoked so much weed. Like honestly, it's so much weed.
And you didn't on that album?
No.
No, I can't smoke weed anymore. It's
Oh, yeah.
anxiety. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's the first time. Higgy did. Higgy was just a puff of smoke the whole time, and you could just occasionally see a guitar coming out of his puff of smoke.
It's quite hard to function when you're so like.
You find everything fucking amazing when you're
Yeah.
stoned. So it's like you make a shit album and think it's amazing, so you don't want to do that.
It's kind of true, but I mean, you though did that commenting for Spotify. We heard the album first on Spotify, to be
Yeah.
honest, and there was this moment on Heavenly Moment where you talk about the process of making it, and I think it was it kind of got into the mood of being a really trippy album. So I thought about like drugs meant a lot of things, like maybe not even illegal drugs, but I mean even alcohol. Or,
I think
I don't know.
Yeah, that song wrote about. That song's about.
Yeah, that actual song is about.
I think another thing is a lot of the music we were listening to at the time that influenced the album was made by people who were on drugs. Like, so we were listening to the music of people on drugs. So maybe that's kind of like.
I think what to take from it is that we've created something that sounds otherworldly, that sounds like we were actually somewhere else. Like you said, it sounds like we were on drugs. So I think it's quite.
I find it kind of flattering that people think we were on drugs, because that's how our minds function normally. So.
We're fucking rubbish when we're on drugs.
So, I mean, it's, as I said, it's not your first time that you played in Austria or in Vienna. Do you like, is there any story or anything worth telling that gets into your mind when you think about Austria or Vienna especially?
I remember one time we played in Austria, we drove all the way from England, and we played it was kind of like a festival, but it was in like one venue. We drove all the way here, it was like 17 hours or something, and then we played the gig, and then we had to drive all the way back on the same day to play the gig the next day.
Middle C as well.
So that was like, that wasn't such a fun memory, but the gig was good, but you know. But then last time we were here, B52, did you say it is?
B70.
B72, yeah.
It's quite similar.
There are these fans here who are really, really crazy and like trying to get in the van and stuff.
Yeah.
And
That was me.
I'm pretty sure I saw some groupies out there who were like waiting for you.
And so yeah, they were a bit mad. I think they were on drugs.
Yeah.
They're giving us like biscuits and stuff. So remember that girl in you were there? No, you were there in LA.
Why are you talking about LA?
Oh, because it's a good story, and we're in an interview. This girl came running up. The first time we ever went to LA, we were driving down Hollywood. What is it? Boulevard. And this girl like ran up to us and like shouted through the window at this car. And she's like, "Fuck, I'm on acid right now, you guys. But you guys, you're like the Beatles, man." And this is the first time we've been to LA, and to get recognised was just like, "Fuck, we're famous cars." But obviously, like we weren't. We had like 2 people at the show kind of thing. We were like, "Yeah, but we're like the Beatles."
It was like outside of Crystal Castle.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is it like to travel the whole world? I mean, what is it like to be as a band together and taking the whole process of making an album and traveling together the whole world?
Yeah, it's everything, man. Traveling the world is something so important to me. I think it's just that you're here, and so you've got to see what's around you. I think, especially if you're trying to get into other worlds and whatnot, you should see the one that you live in before it's fucked up.
Yeah, we're very lucky to see what we've seen and where we've been.
It's the biggest reward, really, just to be able to translate the music to different people in different parts of the world and meet the people that are listening to your record that you'd otherwise never be able to meet. It's kind of like.
Yeah, I don't think we'd have been to these places if not. Because the only holiday I went on was France or whatever. So to go to Japan is just it's not in the question. I think if not, you don't really hear any of your mates really going to those places.
I mean, it's a crazy feeling, isn't it? Yeah. Like here's somebody you don't really know, or like they're listening to your music and trying to understand the things you're like telling them.
Yeah, it's true. I love the translation sometimes. This Italian woman read my horoscope the other day, and she was translating it from Italian, so all the words were so much more, I don't know, like simple. It sounded like it's just really strange. I like translation. It's good.
I don't know if you would like it if you were in German. I don't know. It sounds really aggressive.
Yeah, more about the words though.
So, if you would finish us this sentence, we are totally satisfied when? What would you say?
When we're on stage, really.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
because
it's true, yeah.
That's just like the moment where you just get that reaction from the audience, and that's like the reward there right in front of you, and that's why you've made the music. it just feels great.
Yeah. You guys agree?
Definitely, yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's somewhere that you can like lose yourself and be. I think that's what I think about new live shows and the new album. I think it must be real. It must be something good because I have such a crazy time on stage, just in my head and my body and stuff. I think it's a lot funner. You start twitching as well. I think when you're out there, when you're deep into something, and I think that means something. So yeah, I don't know. It must be the best place on stage.
All right. Cool. So thank you guys for the interview.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good show.
Thanks.
See you later.